Hello, my friends. It's Tony Prophet here with you again for week number 8 already. Can you believe that? Week number 8 of the Masterkey Mastermind Alliance. And man, like I say every week, and when I say this, I sincerely mean it. It's quite a ride. It's a joyous ride, and I'll tell you, it's amazing being my own hero's journey on my journey. You hear me say this a lot that we are on a hero's journey, and and it's so great to be a part of this class because so many things become uh, apparent to you when you start to really take serious what you're learning. And um, and when I start to take everything seriously and I start to look at things and I start to really study what I'm learning, it really begins to open up a new world of infinite of possibilities to me. And I had a question for you this week. I've been going over these past 8 weeks, and hopefully you're getting something out of these recordings. But let me ask you a question. What if every single day I gave you $86,400? What if every single day you had $86,400 deposited into your bank, that it was accessible to you? You can do whatever it is you want with it, but you only had one day, one day to decide what you're going to do with it. What would you do with it? That's a powerful question. It was asked of us today. It was asked of us today on the week 8 session. And of course, in my mind, I said, well, I'd take it out of the bank right away, which is a valid answer. I'd take it out. And, of course, I would do other things with it. I'd invest it and do other things with it. But really what the focus was is 86,400 seconds that you have in your life. Every single day that you are blessed to walk on this on this beautiful God's green earth, like I call it, when you have 86,400 seconds, how are you spending those 86,400 seconds? You see, and you've heard me say this before. Okay, you've heard me say this before. You have the power. The power of you is amazing. Like I said last week, you're powerful beyond measure. And I had people tell me, what do you mean, Tony? I'm powerful beyond measure. You are extremely powerful. The thing is that you're so powerful that it's like I read to you last week that you're powerful beyond measure. It's just that so many people get scared. They get scared by the power that they have. And that's what really is amazing about you. That is what's really amazing about the power that you have. The power to choose. The power to make a decision right now and move forward on that decision, not allowing anybody to get in your way. The power. You see, you wouldn't ask anybody, if you were to call, I would even challenge you to do this. Call tomorrow or right now. Call, leave a message, they don't answer. Call a builder, somebody who builds buildings, construction worker, a contractor, and just tell them, I want you to put a building over there for me and I want it done next week. He's going to tell you, I can't do that in 1 week. I have to get the blueprints. So he has to call someone to get the blueprints. Now what's that person's going to have to do? That person, the engineer, that's going to go out to this particular piece of land and they're going to go and look to see, they're going to do a lot of things. You're going to see guys out there with binoculars and with measuring devices, and they're going to be taking wind speeds. They're going to be doing everything. I mean, the things that is done. I don't know everything that's done, but man, when I got to see some of this in action, it floored me. The things that has to happen before one brick, before the bulldozers even show up to dig 1 inch hole, before one hole is dug, the things that need to go on before they build. You see, and that's the power of what I'm sharing with you today. That you have the power. You have the power to go in and literally see something in its finished state. That's why you can go in and say, I want this done, this I want it done. But you can actually see in your mind's eye a finished product. You can go and say, I want an X amount, I want to do this in my life in a year, or I want to do this in my life in a month. And you could literally see it in your mind as a finished product if you allow yourself to do that. You have that power. You have that power to choose how you want to spend 86,400 seconds of your life on a daily basis. Now, my friend, I ask you this. Do you spend it with negative thoughts, or do you spend it with positive thoughts? You see, that's where your power lies. You have a power to choose whether or not you are going to allow yourself to have negative thoughts for those 86,400 seconds in your life, or you have the power to choose to have positive thoughts and surround yourself with positive things like I do on a daily basis. I have my book that I read every single day, 3 times a day. This is Mendino's The Greatest Salesman in the World, an amazing book. I recommend you get it. Go and get this book and read it how you're told to read it. Do it exactly like you're told to read it. It'll literally change your habits. I'm telling you, like that. Ask me how I know, because it's changing mine. You have the power. You do. I want to read you something before I bring my jet plane into a landing here today, because I don't want to make these recordings too long, because I only want to share a concept with you and give you something to bite on. 86,400 seconds every day is what's deposited into your daily bank. What are you going to do with them, my friend? I'm going to read something with you. I really want you to think about what I'm going to read to you, okay? And it goes like this. You may freely choose what you think, but the result of your thought is governed by an immutable law. Any line of thought persisted it cannot fail. Let me read that again. Any line of thought persisted in cannot fail to produce its result in the character, health, and circumstance of the individual. Methods whereby we can substitute habits of constructive thinking for those which we have found produce only undesirable effects are therefore a primary importance. Let me read that one more time. You may freely choose what you think, but the results of your thoughts is governed by an immutable law. Any line of thought persisted in cannot fail to produce its result in the character, health, and circumstances of the individual. Methods whereby we can substitute habits of constructive thinking of those which we have found produce only undesirable effects are therefore of primary importance. I'll take that one and chew on that, and then begin to think, how are you going to spend the next 86,400 seconds that you have in your life right now, my friend? And I'll see you next week for week 9 of the MKMMA. All right? You take care. And until we speak again, we'll talk soon. God bless. And bye for now.